I was excited early this year when the Panthers traded for Diontae Johnson because I thought he could be a good, solid option for Bryce Young, kind of like a better DJ Chark. But after watching the preseason, videos from training camp, as well as just hearing Johnson in interviews, I have come to the conclusion that Diontae Johnson is the Panthers' X factor for this season, and that he's Bryce Young's wide receiver 1 for the foreseeable future. I'm in the stage of Panthers delusion, where basically I think that the team is way more talented than they actually are, and then I'm going to be let down in the regular season. Go watch videos from last year, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But I really believe that Johnson is going to have his best season since 2021, where he had 1,100 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns, helping lead the Steelers to a 9-7 record. It's no secret that Dave Canales is laser focused on the offensive side of the ball, which is much needed. He and Dan Morgan went after Johnson to specifically give Bryce Young a quick wide receiver that could create separation. Last year's wide receiver room was headed by 33-year-old Adam Thielen, who has some of the best hands in the game, but that speed that he once had in Minnesota is now gone. And even though Xavier Legette was brought in, Diontae Johnson is the fastest receiver with the best opportunity to shine. We saw this in full force when we got to see the starting offense play in preseason. Say what you want about preseason and how it doesn't matter, but it did something that I really needed, which is they gave me hope, which is something I don't think I've said about this offense since Christian McCaffrey was still a Carolina Panther. Diontae Johnson made his presence felt. He only had 1 catch for 17 yards, but it was a beautiful setup. Bryce Young escapes the pocket, and Diontae Johnson improvises, running over towards the sideline, creating enough separation for Young to make an easy throw for a big gain. And even outside of a catch, the defense had to zone in on him, making other opportunities for the rest of the Panthers receivers, making it easier for Bryce Young. Johnson would have had a touchdown had he not been grabbed by a Bills defensive back that the refs somehow missed for pass interference. Diontae Johnson's about to put the league on notice. He's about to silence his doubters that still believe he's a diva who makes easy drops. But he's going to change that. He's going to be seen as the guy who's a hard worker, who loves the opportunity to work with a young quarterback. I'm expecting some big-time highlight plays. I'm in 3 fantasy football leagues, and I have Diontae Johnson in all of them as my flex. I think he's rock solid. I'm expecting at least 1,000 receiving yards for several more seasons, as Diontae is in the middle of his prime at 28, but I'm hoping for more. Whatever he does this season, he's the Panthers' X factor, and if he steps up, the Panthers' offense is going to be one of the most underrated in the NFL.